Hey guys, today we're making something us Texans like to call armadillo eggs. First, you're going to take some fresh jalapenos. You're going to chop off the tops and clean the seeds from the inside. Set those to the side and grab a block of cream cheese, a little bit of shredded cheese, and your favorite barbecue rub, and mix it up. Now you're going to take that cream cheese mixture and you're going to stuff it inside of your hollowed out jalapeno. Once they're stuffed, you're going to lay out some breakfast sausage and wrap the jalapeno in the sausage until it looks like an egg. Finally, you're going to take some bacon and wrap about 3 pieces around the outside. Once they're wrapped, it's time to season them with a little bit more of that barbecue rub and throw them on the smoker at 250 degrees. Now you're going to want to cook these for about 2 hours, but the real trick is to keep an eye on that bacon. When that bacon gets dark and crispy, that's how you know they're done. Pull them off and bring them inside. Now this next step is optional, but we like to brush them with a little bit of barbecue sauce just to finish them off. And then it's time to slice in and enjoy some armadillo eggs.
If you guys have seen any of my TikToks, you know that I absolutely love Mexican food, aka Tex-Mex as well. This one I call deconstructed guacamole. I start out by cutting some avocados in half, remove the pit, and then you're going to scoop that avocado out, and then you're going to just slice it long ways, and then once you fill up your plate with the avocados you want to use, you want to cross cut it as well. Then you see I've got some diced onions, and then I've got some diced jalapenos, and then you're just going to put those on top as well. And then this particular dish, I'm showing you 2 options. You can use a lime or an orange, but on this dish, I'm doing half lime and half orange on this particular dish. I'm squeezing half lime and half orange on it, and then I've got some cilantro, I've got salt, and this is what I call a crowd pleaser. And as you can see towards the end, I got it in half there, deconstructed guacamole.
This is how you make delicious keto crackers. In a bowl, mix all your seeds, take half a cup of them and blend them in a food processor. Once they're in a fine powder, you can add them back in your bowl, add your water, leave it for 10 minutes, and then stir it well. Add it back in a baking tray, pre-cut, and bake.
Let's make beef ragu. Brown 1.5 pounds of beef chuck. Salt them, set aside your beef. Garlic, onions, saute until fragrant. 3 tablespoons tomato paste, that's for the veggies. 28 ounces of canned diced tomatoes. 1.25 cups of water. Tablespoon beef bouillon. 2 bay leaves. Pepper. 1 cup wine. Bring the beef back to the party. 2 teaspoons dry thyme. Let it simmer for 2 hours.
Okay, you guys, I found these at the grocery store. Duncan Hines cake mix and Birch Benders 0 carb frosting. And I said I need to buy these, make it, and let these guys know if it's even worth purchasing. Now, I haven't made a cake out of a box since the 80s, let's be honest, so I'm a little hesitant. Anyway, the only thing that I changed was not using melted coconut oil. I thought it would give it a weird flavor, so I subbed out my avocado spread instead. I did everything exactly the same, popped it in the oven. When it cooled, I frosted it. I actually used some sugar-free sprinkles that I love to use. Those are linked in my Amazon bio. And I would say, all in all, it was not bad. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It does not compare to homemade, but you guys, if you like to throw together a good cake, this is actually a try. I would say yes.
Ooh, sorry I didn't want to talk there because that ASMR was just too sexy. Right, so we're making Irish hash browns. Peel the Maris Pipers, okay? Maris Pipers are the best, they're the fluffiest. I'm using Guinness, right? This is the secret, okay? If you're under 18, don't be using Guinness, you'll just be getting too emotional about it. You want to reduce that by half, okay? Then add in your vegetable stock, cook the spuds for about 10 minutes, get them out, grate them, let them cool down, okay? This is the secret, right? You need to be using a bit of onion powder, salt, right? I'm going in with some corn flour. Mix all that up. You don't need any egg here whatsoever, okay? Now, into a ring mold, I'm pushing that in with my fingers, giving it a nice massage, getting the shape going, you know. Ooh, look at that. McDonald's, I'm coming for your business. But anyway, into the freezer with those bad boys. I'm frying them in vegetable oil. Up to yourself what you want to fry them in, but I think vegetable oil is the nicest. Give them a turn after about 3 minutes, and oh my god, they are turning me on.
So I just finished eating this for dinner. I made it twice this week. I got the recipe from Sammy. It's a healthier tuna recipe and it's so delicious and so easy to make. I used a bigger can of tuna, so I used a whole avocado, mix it all up, then add some lemon, pepper, and salt, add a whole lime, celery. I added chives because why not? Get your favorite crackers and enjoy. I also love it without the crackers, but...
Cattle drive casserole, you know the drill. Let's go. Start by sauteing 1.5 pounds ground meat. To your ground meat, add half a chopped onion. Season with a little S, and some P, and some garlic powder, and 1 packet taco seasoning mix. To the taco meat mixture, add 1 can diced rotel. To a mixing bowl, add 2 cups flour, 3 teaspoons baking powder, 2 tablespoons oil, and 1 teaspoon of salt. 3/4 of a cup of water. Once your dough is formed, spread evenly into the bottom of a well-oiled 9x13 pan. Partially bake in a 350-degree oven for 5 to... In a separate mixing bowl, add equal parts sour cream and mayonnaise. I'm using half a cup, 1 can diced green chilies, and 1 cup shredded cheddar cheese. Top your partially cooked dough mixture with your meat mixture. Cover your meat mixture with your sour cream mixture, and you know it ain't a casserole unless you smother it in cheese. Back into your oven for 30 minutes.
Basil scallion dip. In a medium saucepan over medium heat, add half a cup basil olive oil. See how to make it in the comments. Sliced scallions, chopped jalapeno, and minced garlic. Cook until scallions start to sizzle, about 3 to 4 minutes. Then in a medium bowl, combine Greek yogurt, juice of half a lemon, and the basil scallion oil. Mix well until combined. Then season with salt and pepper. This dip is seriously so addicting. Serve with chips. It's inspired by one of Allison Roman's recipes.
Each of these pancakes has a cinnamon roll baked inside of it. Start with the biggest cinnamon rolls you can find. On a medium-low frying pan, spray some cooking spray, unravel the cinnamon roll, and place it inside. Add about 1/4 cup of your favorite pancake batter from the middle to the outside of the cinnamon roll. Then add some water and cover it until the water evaporates. Flip the pancake, add some more water, cover it until it evaporates. Take the pancake off and immediately add the frosting that it comes with on top. The residual heat will help melt the frosting and make it really gooey. Stack your pancakes, add some maple syrup, and enjoy.
Everybody, I'm gonna make some keto onion rings. Got the recipe from Janelle Roner. She'll be here in the description as well. Gonna be making them in this cute little Dash D waffle maker. So let's see if they're good. First thing, we'll lube it up. Add the cheese here, and I'm actually going a little rogue. I'm using 2 types of cheese, mozzarella and Monterey Jack, just to get a little bit more flavor in it. We'll throw in some onions. Garlic powder, and more cheese, and then we close. Probably too much cheese, but let's just do it. Already smells delicious. Okay, we're gonna take it out, throw it on a paper towel. Here we go. They're great.
I've now lost 40 pounds in the past 3 months and I'm on competition prep. Hear me out. I just made a freaking Fruity Pebble cake pop and it tastes so good. Take 1 scoop of this Fruity Pebble protein, 1 tablespoon of almond, mix and enjoy.
This is another go-to keto casserole at my house. It's super cheap and it's so delicious. Step 1, ground a pound of ground beef. Then add a couple ounces of cream cheese. Then add a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. Looks like I need a little bit more. Couple tablespoons of soy sauce or coconut aminos. A 1/4 cup of beef broth. Some garlic powder. Some seasoning salt. 1 can of green beans. Make sure you strain them. I mean, we could stop here, but why would we? Time to top it with some cheese. So good.
A super quick and easy low-carb lunch. I just cut a bell pepper in half, cleaned it out, added some of this buffalo chicken dip, I found it at Sam's Club, topped it with some mozzarella cheese and some everything but the bagel seasoning. Then I stuck it under the broiler for about 3 minutes, just enough to get the cheese bubbly. I loved the crunch of this. Definitely will make again. Enjoy!
Okay, so let's make some low-calorie, sugar-free, no-bake cookies. So easy. It's only 50 calories per cookie, and they're seriously so good and so crunchy. You gotta try it. Okay, so you're gonna start with half a cup of peanut butter substitute. I use PB&Me. It's about 10 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter with 6 tablespoons of water to get that consistency. And then mix that with a third a cup of sweetener. Give that all a mix. And then you're going to melt 60 grams of dark chocolate. I use 70% Lindt chocolate. Make sure you melt it slowly because you don't want the chocolate to burn. And then you're going to add the melted chocolate to your peanut butter mixture. Mix it all together. And then you're going to add 2.5 cups of Rice Krispies, and that's going to give us the crunch, which is really great. And then scoop out little balls onto your parchment paper, into the freezer to set up a little bit, and there you have it. So easy, enjoy.
The best Greek lemon potatoes. Start by peeling your potatoes. Cut your potatoes into wedges. Toss them in a bag. Mince as much garlic as your heart desires. Add your garlic to the bag. Roll 2 lemons. Squeeze in your lemons. Oregano, salt, pepper, and olive oil. Mix it up, seal it, and let that marinate for an hour. Add your marinated potatoes into a baking dish. Add enough chicken stock to barely cover the potatoes. Now get those bad boys into a 400-degree oven. After an hour, add some parsley, crumble some feta cheese. Lastly, garnish with some lemon wedges. And that's how you make
Let's make a tuna and coleslaw salad. Hang with me. I think it might be good. Start with a bag of coleslaw. The whole bag's about 50 calories. Add the whole can of tuna. For the sauce, let's start with 2 tablespoons of mayo, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, tablespoon of sweetener. I'm using stevia. Add your salt and pepper and whisk. Trust the process. It comes out delicious. Add the sauce, mix it all together, and enjoy.
I'm really excited to show you this tip if you're doing low carb. You can thicken soups with xanthan gum. Half a tablespoon. It got it so thick. This is my white chicken chili. Only 3.5 carbs.
If you need an idea for what to make for supper tonight and want to keep it low carb, don't worry y'all, I got you. To make this super easy Italian broccoli skillet, just start by browning 1 pound of Italian sausage. Once browned, add 16 ounces of broccoli and a tablespoon and a half of butter. Cook 5 minutes and add on a cup of Rao's Alfredo. Add some mozzarella, let it get all good and bubbly, and then add some red pepper flake. Hope y'all enjoy.